Tracy sketch at Crochet next or Riot Madame Fi's bubble.
Whoa, hey guys, it's MadameWario. Happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. Come back. Thank you so much for the sub to start off the day.
I'm into the points.
Thank you so much. Giving it a bot.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey. How's it going, everybody? Wow, it's already happening.
I looked over to the left, Madame 5
Oh my god, I
_HF.
looked over to the left. So dumb. Thank you guys. Immediate hype train, let's go. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to Power to Mario, Big PTM, for the bits. While I was getting ready, I was doctoring up my tea and having a granola bar that didn't try to kill me this time. So yay. Also, whoa. Getting the flute in here.
As you can see, when two people are relaxing on the bed,
the overlapping
fire
chaos
starts, and
begins
we're catching
yet
on
again.
fire. What? What?
As you can see, when Psycho looked to the left and I looked to the left, a fire starts, and MW in Odie's bedroom is catching on fire.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Psycho. Thank you, Scott, man, so very much. Oh, thanks, Rolly, as well. And thank you, PTM.
To the left, To the left, to the left. To the left, everything you own in the box. To the left in
Here
the
we go
closet.
again.
That's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, please don't touch.
And here we are again. Welcome back, you guys. Did you miss the chaos? Because I certainly did. It was so much fun on Saturday night. The most chaotic stream I've had in a long time. Thank you guys for your support. And your unbelievable support. I don't even know what happened. It was like 1 second we were just kind of hanging out low-key, and the next second it was absolute chaos. I think we're stuck at a 100% level 1 hype train also. Twitch can't handle it. It can't handle it. It's just not possible. Also, let me know if this music is too loud or if it's echoing. I'm trying to turn it down for me, turn it up for you guys. It doesn't even look like it's that loud. Ah, excuse me. Yeah, Twitch doesn't know what to do with us. Oh.
At least it's not stuck at level 0.
That's true. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now it's going through. Thank you, Psycho. You pushed it. And it worked. Also, I love PTM's 9 bits with 9. Maybe. I don't... Oh, yep, it worked. Woo! We're not stuck in level 1 for eternity. While this hype is going on, I'm going to say hi to as many of you as I possibly can. Stardev94, Armand 2017, Psycho Nacho Man, Power to Mario, Phantom Tempest, Alan Edgehead, Zabragburger, Yoshi95, Rolly64, Kaboomek, Alan, thank you. I curled it today. I was like, I gotta try curling it. I finally washed it after getting it done. Because you know when you first have your hair done, you don't want to wash it for like several days because it looks all fun and fancy, and then it gets not so fun and fancy, so. So, thank you. Thank you, Psycho. I needed that. So yeah, I tried to style it a little differently today just to play with it to see what all it'll do, because I haven't done anything with it yet, and I'm excited. Narusonic51, I'm so sorry. I was the worst, like, teammate ever in Mario Party over the weekend, but it wasn't me, it was the chaos. Scottman895, I may have already said hi to you, but I'm saying hi again, or maybe I didn't, but welcome. And Matina, welcome on in. There's Odin back there. He's chilling, doing his own thing. Chilling. Haven't been able to make a Monday in a while. Work's finally stopped scheduling me over Monday. Ooh, let's go. No work on Monday. Maybe it was at like 99.9%. Yeah, must have been. I don't know.
Hey, do you know how cool I am?
Oh, you know how cool I am? That's it. That's the whole alert. We were both terrible. I was distracted. I feel like there was one point when, I think it was in Bobsled Run, we were literally just going into a wall. And I think I pulled away and we were still going into a wall, so I knew both of us probably were incredibly distracted, but it was worth it. Thank you guys. So, thank you so much. I still don't even know what to say. You guys have knocked it out of the park again at one of my streams, and it was just absolutely insane. So thank you for your support, seriously. Matina with the sub, thank you so much for 44 months. 44 months, let's go. I'm giving you all the bars, thank you so much. I don't even know if I gave Kaboomek any bars. I'm sorry, Kaboomek. I meant to, I just don't think I did. So there we go, double bars. So today, you guys, Mondays are always pretty chill over on the MDub channel. We do a lot of just chatting, catching up, talking about the hot goss from over the weekend or anything else going on. And then also, we usually use something creative. So I have a crochet project I've been doing that's where I draw a random Pokemon card, and whatever it is, I have to crochet that item. As you see here, I did that last week, and I drew Rare Candy the first time, then I drew Glammeow. Both of those have been created and are available for sale in my Etsy store, as well as the most recent one that was this fighting energy. Of all things, I got an energy, so that was kind of, it was actually really fun to make, and it turned out really, really cute. I think it's my favorite so far, so I'm excited to make the other energies. However, I'm taking a little bit of a break from that And the main reason why is because all my cards are mixed together and I need to, I want to separate out the Pokemon Go cards because I would like to keep those for my collection. And, you know, duplicates in that for sure I'll make plushies of, but I want to know what I have duplicates of and like what I'm not going to need. So that's the main reason why I don't want to pull, because I don't want to pull one of those and be like, well, I guess I'm giving this card away. So until I have that organized, I'm just going to do a little something different. And this is something else I've wanted to do for a long time, and that's create like a team of somebodies from the anime specifically. I know the games and the anime don't always line up perfectly, but I grew up with the anime. I was actually introduced to Pokemon cards first when I was 9 years old. You know, my best friend came to dance and said, hey, have you heard about Pokemon? I was like, about what? And she's like, it's this really popular thing at my school. Everybody collects cards and trades them. Here, I'll give you some. And so I got into the cards first. Thank you guys so much for the hype. Love you all. Thank you for an incredible hype start to the stream. Always. All the bars. But, you know, she was like, okay, you gotta get into this. And then I got really into the cards and trading, and she said, you have to watch the anime. You have to watch the show. It's on every day at 4. So I started watching the show. That was my introduction to Pokemon, so I really fell in love with the cards and the characters through the cards, but then I really fell in love with the show. It wasn't until probably a year later that I even tried one of the games for the first time, which is kind of crazy. Genty24, welcome! Love being in the Queen Zone. Well, we love having you in the Queen Zone. And Phoenix Warriors, welcome as well. Oh, God. Oh, textbooks. I do not miss. Okay, well, to be fair, the last couple years I was in school, I never bought a textbook ever. I either looked up the PDF online, or I just bought an older edition and made it work. Half the time, if you have to buy a workbook, it sucks. Like, it's horrible, because you can't get around that. You have to buy the workbook, and it's like hundreds of dollars. But if you can buy an old edition of something, and sometimes teachers are very understanding, but then you have other teachers that are like, well, I wrote this book, and it's like, oh my god, do I need to pay you more money? Like, seriously? Freshman mistake is going in and buying all of the books immediately before your classes start. Don't do that. Wait until the class starts and then see what the teacher says, because guaranteed there aren't just freshmen in your class, and if you've already bought the book, chances are you can't always return them, especially for the price that you paid. Don't buy them until after that first week of class unless the teacher says, yes, you have to have it, or you will absolutely fail. So, I know, I'm already paying you tuition, what the heck? And I went to a private school, like I went to a private university, which basically means it's just way more expensive because of the way they file their taxes. Cool. So, it's just way more expensive in general. So it was like, you know, I'm already getting grants and loans and stuff. I don't want to have this crazy amount of money coming from that's not necessary. Like, it's so stupid. But yeah. Right, it's not even a book, it's a glorified loose leaf. That's the worst. Those are the ones you can't get around, because they're like written by somebody at the school, they're provided like through that program. Well, they're not provided, they're purchased. You still have to buy it, but it's stupid. Oh yeah, I took history. I was required a history class, which that is my favorite teacher of all time. Like, my history teacher was also my advisor, and she's like my favorite person in the academic industry ever. But she, I didn't get the book. I'm like, it's history. It's out there in a million different places. I can get a hold of history. Like, I can look this stuff up and figure it out. Like, and I'm pretty interested in history anyway, so like, I didn't need it in a book just for me to crack open and study for all the tests we had the choice between essay and multiple choice, and I always choose essay because I'm terrible at multiple choice, and I can always explain myself and explain, yes, I know this, but I will trip up if I have to answer between 4 very similar answers. So, like, it was perfectly fine. I didn't have any trouble whatsoever. Oh my god. But yeah, books are marked up like, what, 400% or something half the time of what they're actually worth. Stupid. So yeah, I don't miss the days. And then one time I rented a book and it had damage on it, and I was like, okay, and I tried to return it, and they were like, well, you damaged it. And I was like, no, I didn't. Like, I did not do this. Woo, Lasagna! Let's go!
But they're not your average points.
Oh my god.
The perfect recipe for more hype? How about some piping hot lasagna? Madam
let's go.
5 BAH if you want some. You don't want to Madam 5 MISS out on this deliciousness. Don't make the biggest Madam 5.
Oh my god, we can't make the biggest mistakes of our Madam 5 missed our lives. Thank you so much, Lasagna, for the tier 2 sub, all the bars. Lasagna, whoever you are, we love it. Thank you so much. And Shliam, welcome to the stream as well. Yeah, it's a classic freshman mistake to buy all the books and then be like, I didn't even use this book and I spent $400 on it. Great. But yeah. You love history classes, just wish it wasn't censored. My history class, I think it depends on the class. Like, definitely there are history classes out there. But, my history class is very hands-on.
Hey, did you know you can link your Twitch Prime to your Twitch other thing to get all sorts of free Prime numbers delivered right to your account?
Wow, what a
2,
hot.
3, 5, 7, and other such numbers could all be yours.
What a hot ad. Thank you, Psycho. Oh, thank you so much. Legit, there was a book I bought freshman year that the professor didn't even mention a single time. Me too. There were several, and I was like, why did I do this? But, yeah, history can get muddy, especially nowadays with how, like, I don't know, how it's been presented by, like, one point of view in the past. It gets very controversial. I had more of a, like, it was more so the connection of religion to history, specifically, like, with Christianity and how Christianity came to be, and, like, how it evolved and kind of made certain things happen, certain things not happen. So it was more, like, I want to say it was a little bit more focused in. It wasn't so broad. If you get very broad, it gets kind of, there's no way you're possibly going to be able to cover everything anyway, but, like, it was, I think it was a little bit more, more under one particular focus, which made it a little bit better to understand and not so, like, one-sided feeling, I guess. So that's kind of that's, I think it just really depends. And the teacher makes all the difference in the world. Like, I know one of my friends, she took what did she take? She took, like, women's history. She took women's history, and I guess the teacher she said the teacher was a lesbian, which is totally whatever. But she said all that she would talk about was the history of how, like, women have or have not been able to be, like, represented as gay, and it had nothing else to do with anything. And the class was supposed to cover, like, all of these different subject matters for women's rights movements, like, with voting and with all this stuff. And it was like, this isn't, like, I think she was trying to add her personal touch, but, like, it wasn't working for, like, everything that the class was supposed to cover. And I remember it was just, like, she was really frustrated because she's literally presenting, like, one side of things. And yes, it is, like, a minority side, but at the same time, it's not covering what I signed up for with the class. So, like, what am I supposed to do with this when I'm trying to, like, learn about, like, suffragettes and stuff? Like, I don't know. So it can be tricky just because of the teacher. Also, sponsored by Prime Numbers. Thanks, Kabumek. Whenever there's a pricey book, you'd look on Amazon to find some cheaper prices. Look at Half Price Books, HPB. Literally, hpb.com. That's where I got most of my textbooks later on if I even needed them. Or seriously, look up the PDF because a lot of the time they're out there. And if you're like me, you can just put it in an auto reader and have it read it to you so you don't have to read it yourself. Also, wow, Build Up Fajita, how's it going? Welcome. Big Bill in the house. I'm back. UPS delivered a package to the wrong office. Oh, fun times. Anyway, Fajita Hype. Right, you're never gonna get the full picture from a single history class.
Thank you for subscribing to Twitch Prime Number Facts. A new Prime Number fact will be delivered to your inbox every day.
Wow.
Today's fact. Did you know that 2 is the only even prime number? It is.
It is. We've got some hot ads going on from Psycho. Thanks, Psycho. Playing through Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu right now, Matina. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun to play through. And it's so much fun to see like how they've redone it from the original. No! Half Price Books by Your College closed? Oh, that's like my favorite store, seriously. But the website will still have stuff. Like I think I had to order more things off the website than anything with school, but cheaptextbooks.com. I've never used anything like that, but it is. Dad always tells his students they definitely shouldn't look up the title of the book plus PDF on Google. Definitely a bad idea. Don't do it. Oh yeah, for sure. Cheapesttextbooks.com. I'm so glad I don't have to buy textbooks anymore. But anyway, long story short, I think history is one of the toughest things to cover in a broad format. So it's better to have, and I wish schools would like recognize that more, like have history classes be more focused like on specific things, because if they're not, you miss things that are important to you, or the teacher covers things that are important to them that you might not like be interested in, like, or need specifically for like whatever you're taking the class for, if it's like something to assist you in other classes in your major. It's complicated. Yeah, same, I don't even know how to read anyway. I took science fiction as a summer class. By the way, online summer classes, always the absolute hardest classes you could take for some reason, especially at my school. You think like, oh, it's online, it'll be easier. No, it was 10 million times harder if it was online. And if it was a fast track, like through the summer where it's less weeks than during the regular year. Oh my god, so hard. But, you know, we were expected to read a lot of books. And I'm not, like, I enjoy reading. Like, I love reading novels and reading books, but I am not a fast reader by any means. So, like, to have an entire book read in, like, 2 days was not gonna happen for me. So, I ended up downloading the PDF of a lot of those books and having an auto reader read it, so I didn't have to, like, pay for the audiobook. And it worked well. It did work. And then you can set it to read so fast or whatever. Like, I had to read several... I haven't read much science fiction, and most of the science fiction that I have read was through that class. But some of them is just, like, I would never be interested in, and others I really enjoyed. Like, there was one... there was one book that was specifically about the Black Plague, and it was, like, one that that's something I've always been very interested in, is that time period, that study. And it was called Doomsday Book, but it was about like a woman that goes back in time to like try and bring medicine to people who are suffering in the Black Plague era, or she's trying to go to the time before it, but she accidentally like goes to the wrong year and she gets stuck somehow. I can't remember all the details, but it was really, really interesting, and it was, you know, pretty tragic by the end, but yeah, it was that was probably my favorite book from the class, and it was a book that I genuinely enjoyed. But anyway, PDF, read it to me. Anyway, Big Pixie! What's up, Pixie? Wait, now how am I supposed to feel safe with you saving my life? Wow. I'm glad that you're just depending on Bill to save your life at some point. Oh no, here we go again.
Okay, PDF.
What? That was it? Okay, PDF. What a hot message. Thanks, Psycho. I've never been interested in Greek mythology. I think I've been more interested in, like, Egyptian. Like, in just Egyptian, ancient Egypt That was the word I was looking for. I was like, Egyptian what? No. Ancient Egyptian practices and stuff, but I don't know. I've never been that interested in, like, Greek mythology for whatever reason. It just never has really struck a chord with me. Anyway, what's the link to Auto Reader? I couldn't tell you because this would have been... It would have been 2013, 2014, so this was like 8-9 years ago, something like that. And it was a Google search. I Googled everything. I didn't retain any of that information, so you're gonna have to just look up on Google Auto Reader. Auto Reader, copy paste, PDF. Anyway. So, when you're taking half semester class, you basically have to keep up the pace or else. Exactly. Like, if it's accelerated at all, it's like a nightmare if you miss anything. Favorite historical period to read about was always the Salem. Oh my gosh, yes. That's very, very interesting, I think. My favorite time period to study is the French Revolution. So, like, the 1770s specifically, that's the area in the library you could always find me in, and I would check out books from the library that hadn't been checked out since like 1960. I'm like, how does nobody look at this? So, like, you know, the French court, especially Marie Antoinette, is like my number one. Like, if I were a doctor of history or something, that's probably what I would specialize in, would be like French Revolution, like royalty and the downfall of the French monarchy. But I would also, I'm also extremely, as far as, the number one thing I love to study in history is fashion, like the history of fashion and how things came to be and what depicted why people were wearing certain things. That's my main interest. So a lot of my preferences go by like the fashion at the time and what that reflected in society. So like I love the Rococo era, but I also love Victorian, and Victorian more for just like the style too, but I just find it really interesting. But Salem witch trials are always extremely interesting to me. Like I said, Black Plague is always interesting, extremely interesting to look at, but I like to connect everything back to fashion, and you know, that's a big passion of mine. But why answer questions in class when someone else can? Totally. You got a book on Greek mythology after playing Hades 8,000 times. It's so fascinating to me. We all have our different interests. Took a history class, history of photography class just for the credit, and it was surprisingly interesting, especially really early stuff. Oh, for sure. I can imagine. Coming to you with questions next time, like, why on earth did they dress like this? I'll try to answer. I know some stuff. I don't know everything, but I know some stuff.
Scratch, fire, ground, flame, electric, water, rock, flying ice, no more bug, ghost fighting and dragon. Don't forget about psychics.
Call the fashion police.
Call the fashion police. Thanks, PTM. Thank you so much for the 200 bits. We'll call the fashion police right away. Me too. I love fashion history. Yes. Took women's sex, gender, and power class, and it was half semester term. It was a bit hard to know what was going on, but at the time it felt like I learned something really cool in that class. Oh yeah, for sure. I think I took a sexuality class over summer, and it was so much information, and it was all really interesting, but it was kind of like, it was hard to retain a lot of it, like, without getting mixed up later on, because it was so much information at once. Why do we dress so weird now? I think it's harder to see fashion when you're in it directly, like, because we're on a 20-year cycle, you know, whatever's popular right now was also popular 20 years ago, and that goes back, like, for a long time that we've been on a 20-year cycle. Sprats, welcome! Witch trials were so messed up. According to my anthropology professor, she's a doctor of anthropology, and she made Pikachu fat again!
Hi-ho, people. Going into lurk mode.
Oh, nice, Cass! Casanova, thank you for lurking, and thank you for the bits. You made Pikachu fat again. That's a music... Oh, for sure. The music industry cycle. Same way. But according to my anthropology teacher, who was a doctor of anthropology, she said she mostly worked like in Alaska, with more of the like native communities to the region. But she also worked, she did like forensic work, which was kind of terrifying. And then she also worked in Massachusetts doing research for, the Salem witch trials, and she worked with other people who that was like their focus with anthropology. And apparently it was discovered that the trees, this sounds so fake, I promise it's real, but the trees and the ground in that area of Massachusetts was completely laced with LSD. Like it was like a natural, somehow it was like a natural product of whatever was growing there. And so everybody was like literally out of their minds, like by nature, living there at that time. That's what they've discovered, is that it's literally drug influenced, like not even lying. Like, and it's like, okay, that makes so much sense while also not making any sense at all. But she said that she knew several anthropologists that worked on the site and that had gone back into the archives and said that it was completely, like, the LSD was a big problem in the nature in the area, and it affected people, and if you can tell. So I found that really interesting. She's like, yeah, they were all tripping and they didn't know it, and that's why they were like, oh my god, this person's a witch. Like, I mean, there's more to it than that, obviously, but I'm like, that is so bizarre. Also a bop or drift loony. Sorry, I missed that a second ago. But, you know, it's just, like, one of those things that it's, like, to what degree was that? Like, will they ever know for sure how heavily, like, influential that was? Like, how... I don't know. So, I'm not really sure, but all they can do is, like, go by what they find now. So, it's pretty complicated, I guess, but... My favorite history class would have to be Chicano. I probably said this wrong. Chicano studies. Not only it talks about Mexican American history, it talks about history of West Coast, which it's ignored in U.S. history. Yeah, I couldn't tell you one thing about any of that at all. Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about that. But I would say, like, most of the historical documentaries and stuff I watch now, they're all, like, related to royalty. So, a lot of it's not in America. I don't study a lot of American history, ever. It's all European, and I'm a royalist at heart. I know I'm American, but, like, I'm actually a royalist. So it's like, oh, I'll follow the queen. It's more fun that way. I am a royalist at heart. But yeah. We live in the millennial age. We do. Maybe something growing in the water supply they were using to water the crops. It had to be. It had to be something like that. I just think they have a hard time tracing what the actual, like, source was. Or, like, if whatever it was is now, like, not existent. Like, I don't know. It's, like, one of those things really convoluted and hard to put your finger on, I guess, but I don't know. It's really interesting. I've said this before, but anthropology was one of those classes that was required by my school to graduate. It wasn't just, like, for my major. It was just, like, a core curriculum requirement, and I'm so glad it was. I'm so grateful it was, because I really enjoyed that class. More than I thought I would. I didn't really know anything going into it, and I was like, eh. Did this happen recently? This would have been, I mean... The studies that showed this? No, that's I want to say a couple decades ago, because it wasn't brand new information when I was in college, which, again, I graduated from college at the end of 2014, so, you know, that was 8 years ago now. And I would have taken that class 9 or 10 years ago, and it was like 10, 20 years before that they had done this study, so this was like several decades ago. I couldn't tell you for sure because I'm not because it was just information I heard in the class, but that's the thing about most art history. It's very closely linked with monarchy and religion. Oh, definitely, because those were the only people with enough money to make commission art. 100%. You know what sucks? Like, art history is so interesting, and that's something I grew up, like, that was a big part of my schooling growing up. And what's crazy about it is, like, how many artists had, like, these crap lives and didn't get their payoff until after they died. I'm like, I'm tired of people having this, like, you know, redemption however many decades after they've died. Like, this is not satisfying to me. I need redemption while they're alive. Have you heard about learning about your ancestry lately? Like, I'm not, like, a member of, like, Ancestry.com or anything like that. I have other family members that are, but yeah, I don't have, it's like, it's kind of hard to track my ancestry because, like, my great-grandparents were immigrants here, and so, like, the records of family in anywhere is, like, in a different language. It's just not easy to track. Like, I don't even know how to track it down. Like, it's very complicated. Yeah, just me IRL. Want to draw, but gotta work to live. That's the struggle. Like, any European painting before the Renaissance was just a royal or the Virgin Mary. It's true. It's so true. And they're beautiful, but it's just kind of interesting. Like, nothing else. What's crazy to me is, like, how, you know, we didn't have photographs, but there's artwork of, like, all of these key events that happened in history, specifically in, like, royal history, obviously, but, like, even battles and stuff like that. And I'm like, imagine, like, watching this and, like, how do people do this? Like, I couldn't do that now. I could not watch something happen and then, like, draw it accurately later. And I'm an artist, I draw, but, like, that's just, like, I don't know if it was just, like, the pressure of doing so or your life depending on it. I don't know, but I'm like, how did they do this? How did they draw an entire battle or an entire moment from memory? Because they obviously couldn't have been sitting there, like, sketching while this is happening, like, to that degree of detail. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't know how they did this. I'm like, do they just... Maybe we're just, like, maybe we can't relate anymore because we're, like, so dependent on things like technology, and if we don't know something, we just look it up. We don't have to retain the information. It's just, like, at our fingertips. Or, like, you know, but in generations before us, they still had a lot more resources than people long ago, like, even with books and libraries and stuff, like, they could just go and, like, get the information. I don't know how they did it. I don't. So maybe that was just a skill that people had because they didn't have, like, screens and technology and all these things distracting them. I have no idea, but it's absolutely mind-boggling to me. No idea when my family immigrated to America. No idea what countries they were from. I call myself the white American mutt. Oh my gosh, Kabubek. Oh man. People had, like, photographic memories or something. Seriously, they had to. Also, Bowie, welcome to the stream. I got my hair low lighted, so it's a little bit darker now. And then I curled it today to make it look fancy, but yeah. If I look away from something for more than 30 seconds, I've completely forgotten yeah, like, I'm serious. It's the same. I'm like, and I'm pretty good at drawing. Like, I've always been good at drawing and, like, art, but I just cannot even imagine taking in an entire, like, event and then no, that's not a skill that that's not a skill I can relate to. Thank you, Bowie. Thank you so much. Gosh, crazy. I don't know how people do this, but anyway, man, we got on the subject of school, and then we were talking all about different subjects in school, history, all the fun stuff. While we are continuing the conversation, my creative goal for the day is to crochet, or at least start crocheting, Misty's Pokemon team from the anime. I said at the very beginning of the stream that I had been doing the Pokemon card challenge where I pull a random Pokemon card and I crochet whatever it is. My cards are too mixed up right now to do that. I need to take out my Pokemon Go cards and put them in an album so I don't accidentally like pull one of those and then have to part with it, other than the duplicates. So I need to separate everything. But something else I've wanted to do for a long time is crochet teams from an entire gym leader or something. I'm going by the anime for this one because that's what I'm more familiar with and what has more to pull from anyway. There's just like a little bit more to it than the game. So I'm gonna make Misty's team. I've already made, as of yesterday, I made Starmie. So this is how Starmie turned out. So what I will tell you guys, if you crochet, it's really impossible to find a good star pattern that doesn't have a ton of holes in it. So it's very difficult to make a star amigurumi. And I have my star spirits that I made, and I love that pattern, but I wanted to use a little bit different pattern for these Pokemon that wasn't so intricate, because it is a lot more intricate than what I was wanting to do for this. So like, this is what I ended up doing for Starmie. And I found a pattern that worked pretty well for because she's a little bit like flatter. I mean, like, she's a starfish, right? So I didn't want anything that was too rounded and defined like a star in the sky. So I didn't want it to be the exact same pattern as the star spirits. But, and then the back is just a granny square star that I made, and it has holes in it, so I closed up the holes just with needle and thread to make it a little more compact. And I could have done like 2 plushies on top of each other, because that's kind of what Starmie is, but it would have been really bulky. So I thought, if I really wanted to add later, I could go in with another granny square star, but this lays flatter. Like, it's just, I feel like this looks more accurate. So I was like, I kind of want like a 3-layer instead of 4. But, anyway, that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to just start with Staryu next, so that I have Starmie and Staryu. I'm going to use the exact same pattern that I used for the front star portion of Starmie. And then Starmie has 8 points. Staryu only has 6. So this part will be a little bit different. It's not a great way to get this angular looking. So this is about the best I could do without like adding a lot of after the fact detail. But Staryu's a little bit more straightforward. So I wanted to figure this one out first because it's a little bit more complicated. So we'll do Staryu. We have, let's see, Staryu, Goldeen, Psyduck, which is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. And we have Horsey. Horsey I don't even know if I'm going to make, but I do want to make at least the 4. Staryu, Starmie, Psyduck, and Goldeen. The only reason I'm not sure about Horsey is because I don't like Horsey as much. I don't know. I don't have a good reason. I really don't have a good reason. So let's see. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Also, let me check chat really. History's just so interesting. It's so true. Subject that I like least in college, math, always and forever, algebra. Not basic math, algebra. Anything mathy, no, absolutely not. No, 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 no. Or like natural science, like, or I don't even know if that's the right term for it, but like the science class I had to take was like the plates in the earth, which I don't care. So, no. I love history streams. Thanks, Narasonic. So do I. Have always enjoyed history, although more so after high school. That's because high school history, from what I hear, it's like all about the teacher. If the teacher sucks, the class sucks. One of the reasons I love to travel so much, it's so cool to learn about different cultures and history of each country. Oh, for sure. Like when you take tours, like when I took tours in London and Paris, it was like a whole new world opened up, and I absolutely was just completely drawn in. And a lot of the places I want to go and visit are based on like historical locations that I want to see. Starmie was one of your favorite Pokemon to use in blue. Nice! I don't think I've ever used Staryu or Starmie on a team. Maybe I need to change that though. This makes me think a Starmie placemat doily would be so cool. That'd be such a good idea. Yes. I actually just made a new placemat for my table yesterday. I made a placemat and coaster. I only made one because I need to make the second one still. It took me a long time, so I need to, you know. I'll show it off in a second. It's chunky, but still star-like. I love him. Thank you, Mandy Dandy. I appreciate that. And welcome to the chat. Super cute. I think you made the right call. Thank you, Shliam. Listen, I'm not trying to diss Horsey. I just think I'm going to make Horsey last. I want to do the others first because I'm more excited about them. So, I don't know. And I don't even know how many we're going to make today. I don't know how many we're going to get through. But I'm kind of going by, like, Season 1 era of Pokemon. I know she has more than just the ones I named, but I'm going by Season 1. Also, Sakura07 Princess, I don't think I said hi to you yet, but welcome. Math, I am just not interested in at all, and I hate it. Oof, yeah. Math seems to be a love it or hate it subject. My life goal is to meet someone who is totally ambivalent about math. It's because it's right or it's wrong, and if you get it wrong most of the time, you don't like it. If you get it right most of the time, maybe you like it more. Speaking of art history, a couple minutes ago you did an extra credit project on how arts from prehistoric to the Middle Ages is used in modern day pop culture. Oh, interesting. I did gameplay of me playing Animal Crossing New Leaf and went to the art exhibit and talked about each painting and sculpture. That's such a good idea, Rolly. That's such a cool idea for a project. I love that you did that. Oh my gosh, that's totally something I would do if I had like a project with that sort of subject matter. Mario Gamerable, welcome! Hey girl, hey! Have a neutral opinion about math challenge. Impossible! For sure. I feel like you have to do so many steps. Just use a calculator. Like, why do I have to know how to do this? Ugh. Yeah, it's highly rewarding, just not for me. It's not for me either. Remember having a math professor in college where if you answer the question in class incorrectly, the professor would make you look stupid? What? Why? That's so mean and so unnecessary. Love that one of Misty's Mon's Togepi was a Gen 2 that was featured in the anime and in Hey You Pikachu well before Gold and Silver were released. Yes. By the way, if you guys didn't hear over the weekend, I just picked up a brand new game. I listed it on my backloggery, which is now on my link tree. It wasn't forever, and I don't know why, but I actually picked up Hey You Pikachu over the weekend. I found it at a used game store, and then I also found the mic there. Typically, when I've found them bundled together, it's like over $60. It's like $65, but I got both the game and mic for under $30, so I'm very happy with that. It was like around $28, $29 for both. I need to test it and make sure everything works properly, but this store always tests their stuff anyway, so I'm pretty confident it does, but I'm very excited. I have now, with Odie, because he has Pokemon Puzzle League, but with him, I have all the North American Pokemon releases on the N64, which is a pretty fun feeling now because I went so long without having Pokemon Stadium 2. And so I was like, gotta complete the collection. The N64 is what I enjoy collecting most because it's my favorite console. Alright, who are we starting with? I guess I could just have a poll and see who you guys want me to start with. I'll list the 3. Sorry, Horsey gets dissed, but because I'm gonna save him for last. Also, because I need to make sure I have the right amount of yarn for him, the right colors. Which one first? We did a poll like this last time. So we have Staryu, Psyduck, and Goldeen. Hopefully I didn't spell Goldeen wrong. Whoops, sorry if I did. I'm a noob. Alright, so you guys can vote in the poll. If it's not appearing in chat for you, you might want to refresh. We have 2 minutes. Also, speaking of polls, if you guys are part of my Patreon, the poll is... wait, is the poll live for Mario Party 7? I don't know if it's live yet, but, no, it is live. Okay, it is live. The poll is live for Mario Party 7 this Friday, so be sure to go in and vote for which board you would like to see. If you are... Even a $1 tier patron gets to participate in the weekly polls for Mario Party, so be sure to pick... for Mario Party 7. No one wants to see Goldeen.
Yay, Misty has a cool team.
Yes.
Also, Unlord
She
Mode,
does. I love her
laughing
team.
face.
I'm a water person, so like I've always loved Misty because she's like the water gym and like water Pokemon have always spoken most to my heart. Thank you for the bits and thank you for coming back to hang out with us, Cass. Yeah, no one likes Goldeen though. It looks like everybody. Oh, somebody likes Goldeen. Here, I'll vote for Goldeen too. Except I don't know if my vote really counts. But there we go. I guess my vote did count, but all right. It looks like Staryu is winning though, so we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and suit up for this too. And we can continue talking. I'll be counting a little bit at the beginning. And I'm probably going to do the same thing as last time where I'll just aim the camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing more. So voting in your own poll rigged. It's not like my vote is winning, Shalia. My vote is in dead last right now. Goldeen, 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 Goldeen. Yeah, it looks like Staryu is winning. Staryu with 8 votes is the winner. Psyduck got 4, Goldeen got 3. Wow. Okay. Alright, well that's perfect because then we can make Staryu to go along with Starmie. So I'm gonna aim down here so you just will miss the top of my head. And I'm going to pull out my scrap of... Ooh. I hope I have enough of this. If I don't, whoops, we're gonna have to figure that out, but, one thing that I could do, maybe, because I'm worried I don't have enough of this yarn, well, no, I can't do that. I was gonna say I could put, like, I could make this piece part of it, but it just looks so much better when it's on top of it, because it really does look like a topical piece. You know what I'm saying, you guys? This is more complicated. Okay, so I'm gonna need like a cornmeal color yarn, hot pink for the section in the middle, and then yellow for around. And that's, I can't make her yellow because of that round spot anyway, so we're gonna just figure this out. It's gonna be great. So, get ready for it. I love that, Staryu like does karate or something, I'm not really sure. For those of you out there who crochet, I am doing a traditional magic circle starting with 6, increasing to 12, 18, 24, and then 30 single crochets. So if you've ever made amigurumi in any way, shape, or form in the round, you know 6 is the number of choice. So crocheting in 6s. Row 1 is 6, row 2 is 12, row 3 is 18, row 4 is 24, and row 5 is 30. And we only go up to 30, and then we add the points. I'm all about the points, but it's not your average points. Okay, what in the heck? Cat hair. Hot pink, let's go! I don't think I can make a baby one because it's like, I want them to be the same size. Hopefully it'll be fine. I may just run out of yarn, which is kind of poop but stink, but we'll see. We'll see after this one side where I am, how close I am. And if you guys are interested in purchasing my little Pokemon plush, check out my Etsy store because that's where all of my handmade merch and fan art is available. I found the cutest image of like Misty with her whole team that I want to make on DeviantArt, and I was like, I wish I could show it off, but I'm not the artist, so I don't want to show anything without an artist's permission. But so cute. If you Google Misty's Pokemon team, you might find it. Might find what I'm talking about. But be sure to check out the artist because again, it's not my work. So alright, I'm up to 12, I'm increasing to 18 stitches. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whoops, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Anyway. Yeah, if you want to perch, definitely. Yeah, buy yourself a fighting plush. Buy yourself a fighting energy. You might need it. You might need it for something. Alright, I'm going up to 24. 8. 12. 16. 20. And 24. Alright, so I have one more row to add before I start adding the little points. So we've got this nice little circle base. I think we might be okay with the yarn that I have left. I'm gonna have very little after this, but that's not a big deal, just as long as I have enough to finish this. Alright, so I'm gonna increase up to 30 single crochets now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Woo! Sorry, I have an itch. 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. And the reason I go up to 30 stitches with this is because 5 times 6 is 30. So if I make each star point 6 stitches across at the fullest, I'll end up with 5, if that makes sense. So, because 6 times 5 is 30, and I have 30 stitches to work into. So I want to make each point 6 stitches to achieve that hot point system that will work out perfectly. So I'm going to count over 6. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and then I'm going to crochet the first 2 stitches together, and then I'm going to single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've crocheted over all 6 stitches from the previous row. I'm going to do the exact same, chain 1 and turn, except this time I'm going to crochet the first 2 together. I've only got 5 stitches to work into, so then I'll single crochet into the last 3. Chain 1, turn, same thing, crochet the first 2 together. Single crochet in the last 2 stitches left on the row. Chain 1, turn, single crochet 2 stitches together, and then single crochet in the last stitch on the row. And so then that's my point. That's my first point that I've made. So I'm going to make 2 of these pieces identical and then crochet them together and then stuff it to make it 3D, to make it an actual plush. So I'm going to crochet down the side of this, single crochet down the side of it. I'm going to use 5 single crochets to go all the way down to the base of my plush. And then in that next stitch following my point, I'm going to start the next star point. So it'll be another 6 over, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1 and turn, single crochet the first 2 together, and then single crochet in the remaining 4 stitches. 4, chain 1, turn, single crochet the first 2 together, single crochet into the remaining 3 stitches, chain 1, turn, single crochet the first 2 together, single crochet into the remaining 2 stitches, chain 1, turn, this is the last row of this point, single crochet the first 2 stitches together, and then single crochet in the last stitch, then single crochet all the way down that left side of this point using 5 single crochet stitches. My last stitch ends up in the same space that the 6th stitch of my point base came out of, so you can see how it's making nice little points. They're a little rounded, you know, we get like a more of a little rounded star moment this way, but I think it looks fine. I don't mind that it's not super ultra pointy. Always wanted to play the DS Pokemon games but never had a chance. I tried to play Black or White and I didn't like it. It was too hand-holdy and I couldn't get into it, and then I never got Diamond and Pearl. I never got X and Y, you know. Little did I know when I started crocheting that the number 6 would save your life. Yeah, if you, like, I don't like algebra, but basic math I'm good at. It's just algebra that I suck at. And I will tell you right now, if you're gonna crochet, knowing your 6 times tables will save your life, literally. You gotta know your 6 times tables, whatever. And once you do, you can make anything in the round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. I'm making my 3rd point now. So I'm gonna do this the exact same way that I did all the other points. Oh. Yeah. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, and lastly 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then I'm gonna single crochet down for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, good. I was like, for a second I thought I had messed something up, but I think I'm okay. Hopefully. Oh no, I think I did mess something up. Oh, I did. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back because I didn't crochet along the side enough. Oh, that's what happens. It's alright, we'll just do that again. Sorry, guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only went across for 5. I miscounted. So now I have to do this point over. No! Oh well. 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Now it's right. Now it's right. I fixed it. It's fine. Yeah, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 72 is important too, because a lot of the time you'll go up to 72 stitches if you make something bigger. Missed out on the DS Pokemon games too, and nowadays they are so expensive and you have to be careful of scams. I have heard people getting Pokemon ROM hacks. Oh, I know! That's so lame too. Like, that's why whenever I buy Pokemon games, I don't get them online. I always go to like a used game store, which again, it's a lot harder to find. It'll take longer for you to find them that way because you're just, you know, hoping that somebody turns something in, but like at the same time, you know that they're gonna test it, look at it, make sure it's right. And the store that I use, they change the batteries too, unlike the old Game Boy games, so you don't have to worry about it, the battery immediately going out or not working. So that's also really nice. Alright, there we go. Now we have 3 points. And it's not wrong. So, it's marching band. Welcome. We're talking about the necessary math skills you need to be able to crochet. Okay, 1, 2. Whoops. Why am I doing this? 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me count and make sure. Yep, perfect. Alright, cool. So I have 2 more points to make. I'm making the 4th point now. And lastly, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to crochet down the side for the second to last time. Oh, this is such a good song. I love this song. Alright, then I'm single crocheting over the last 6 on the base so that I can make the final point. This song sounds like witchy to me. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it sounds like that to me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, and lastly 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now I'm crocheting down to the base using 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm going to just slip stitch into the space next to it. And off. Woo! We're bouncing!
This Twitch math chat is sponsored by Twitch Prime numbers. Link your
Oh my
Amazon Prime to your
God.
Twitch account today to receive
Dang,
access
Twitch
to
Prime
even more
numbers.
numbers than you could possibly imagine.
Oh my god. Thank you so much, Psycho. This song really does sound witchy to me. Anyway. Hashtag Prime. I don't think I have a shortcut for Prime. I just have one for, I think, sub. Yeah, sub is the right one. So this is our first half of Star You. So she'll end up like Starmie, stuffed and plush. So we've got to make a second side that's identical to this one. And then we'll be single crocheting the 2 together. So we've got a little star here. I'm also going to make the middle piece. So the middle piece is a little bit more fun to make because it's, you know, something a little different. But should be a fun time. So now we've just got to do this again. So now that you guys kind of know how I've done this, I'm just going to go again and keep an eye on the chat, and you know, we'll keep talking about school or whatever the heck you guys want. A super fun time, for sure. Alright, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And I think this little yarn ball will last me, which is the good news. That's the tea. You know, G? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, algebra's the worst. I hate it. And luckily, I didn't have to have a lot of math classes for my major, just the basic ones that were required for core, which still sucked because it's like, why do I need this? I can just use a calculator and be fine. I don't know. I am not a math brain because I just don't care. Okay. So we've got our little starting circle. Dun dun dun. I think if I just woke up in a game universe, I would want it to be Pokemon, because then it'd be all these cute things that you can interact with, have a partner or like a companion Pokemon for life. You can battle, you can groom, you can breed, you can trade. I think that's the universe I would want to wake up in if I woke up in like a gaming universe. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I feel. Like if I woke up in the Detective Pikachu, like, movie universe, except that was my reality, I would be like so happy. Okay, hold on, let me count this row and then I'm gonna take a break and look at chat. 10. 14. 16. 17. 18. I'm going up to 24 this time. Okay, cool. So I'm up to 24. I need to get up to 30 and then I can add the points again. Anyway. Thankfully I needed only one math class. I needed two because I had to take the test for at orientation, I had to take math and English tests to see what level I would be put in. I tested out of English, which wasn't even allowed, so I just took the highest English class. And I did not even test into Algebra 101 or whatever. I had to take Algebra 100, which was like high school level, just to get back because I was like so not there. And luckily at the time I was, my boyfriend at the time was like a math, that was his thing. So I was like, can you just like do my homework for me? Because I don't give a crap. So he tried to teach me and I was like, yeah, it's great, but I don't care. And he was all like uppity about like, but it's so cool. And I was like, well, you're a loser, so like get out of here. So anyway, but he did he did some of my homework for me. So I didn't have to do it. And then I lucked out. I only had to have one other math class after that. And it wasn't like traditional, it was like math. What was the name of it? I don't even remember the name of this class. Math experience or something?
Yes, let's all turn 10 years old and go on a Pokemon tourney
let's
together.
go! I'm ready!
Where are we going, Kanto, Johto, or all 9 of them?
I would be down for all 9 of them. However, if I had to pick one, I would pick Kanto. For sure. I would pick Kanto. I'd be in the Kanto region. That's where you'll find me. Any upcoming Kingdom Hearts games you're going to play for stream, Bobo? I kind of have... Whenever I've streamed Kingdom Hearts, I usually don't use commentary or look at the chat. Like, I know I did for, like, my first playthrough at a point. At the beginning, I didn't. But I also kind of knew a little bit about it. Like, it wasn't completely a mystery to me. I'd be, like, scared to stream Kingdom Hearts 3 at this point because I know I'd get spoiled. I know I wouldn't be able to look at the chat. I would have to do like subscriber only chat or something, I guess, if I did that, because I would just be so worried that people were gonna spoil things for me that literally have yet to be spoiled in the years that it's been out. So I'm kind of like iffy about if I want to even stream it, because I can stream it directly off of my PS4 and not even have to look at anything. Or do commentary or anything, and it's just like a silent playthrough, and I've done that with several Kingdom Hearts games, but... Yo, Animal Crossing seems like a pretty sweet game to live in. I agree. 100% agree. I would sell my seashells for $300. Sell them to Schliam, Rolly. Do it. Anyway. You felt sorry for your roommate because last semester he took Calc 2? No. It meant Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Jesus. That's too much. That's way too much math. I'm ready to turn 10 again and enter the Pokemon universe. And not have to worry about it. People love to show up. They do! People love to show up to a Kingdom Hearts stream and be like, hey, have you gotten to the part where Goofy dies yet? Seriously, they do. They're like, have you gotten to this world yet? And I'm like, oh, you mean that world that I didn't even know was in the game? Thanks for spoiling it for me. Kingdom Hearts is notorious for having, like, the worst backseaters. I don't know why. I think it's just, like, people lose their minds over Disney as is. So you combine that with the one-uppers in the gaming community, losing their mind over Disney and over being, like, the best at video games or whatever, and it just makes for a really bad combination, and it's very unappetizing. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. So I'm very iffy about it. I kind of feel like I would just have to do it silently. The Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't like on my radar of a game I'm planning to do anytime soon anyway, because I have some other ideas in mind first, and I really wanted to work on some of my N64 backlog. Like I have Mario 64 on the All-Stars collection. I have Mario Sunshine on there too, but I'm not so worried about that yet. But obviously that's not N64, but I also really would like to play through Banjo-Tooie. That's another one that I've been toying with the idea of doing a stream week like I did when I first got affiliate, where I streamed every single day, and doing that game every day. I don't think it would be enough to beat it by any means, because I know it's like a million times longer than the first game. But I think that's the way I would want to do it, because I enjoyed streaming the first game so very much, and it's such a wonderful memory for me on stream, so I feel like that's just something I would want to do. Okay, hold on, let me count this really quick. 20. Yay, 30! Okay, we're to our 30. It can be quite tricky to stream it due to people spoiling it and not giving you a chance to experience it. Exactly. Have I played Harvest Moon? I've not played a legitimate, Harvest Moon game. However, I was streaming Story of Seasons back in, I want to say 2020? Was it that long ago already?
It is a legitimate Harvest Moon game.
But it's, called something else.
I know, but it's a remake.
But it's actually,
Harvest Moon,
so it actually is a Harvest Moon game,
yeah.
though. Okay, well then I guess I have played a Harvest Moon game.
Or Harvest Moon,
just renamed.
Friends of Mineral Town, literally a remake of that
Okay,
game.
I got you. I got to the point where I needed to grind too much, and I was like, I'm gonna do this off stream, and then I never did, and then it was summer, and it has more of a spring vibe to me. I should have started on easy mode. I'm so mad that I started on regular challenge mode or whatever, because I needed the extra money so that I could kind of get things moving faster, especially with it being my first one. So that kind of tripped things up for me. Oh, why am I going way too far over? Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting this first point out, you guys. Not your average point, because I keep messing them up. somehow. I don't know why. I keep miscounting for some reason. Okay, and I'm gonna crochet down to the base before I get the next one started. 4 and... Okay. Anyway. Kingdom Hearts is sadly the type of game you have to play without randoms in chat. Yeah, like, I kind of... Banjo-Kazooie's bad for it too, but like, you're not gonna spoil a whole world for me. If you say the name of a world, I'm not gonna know what it is, you know? People just like to backseat on that one and be like, go left! And it's like, it's a 3D game. I'm going a different direction every 5 seconds. I don't know how to go left. Gotta be honest, I started watching a Let's Play Banjo-Tooie and it was a very boring game for you. Really? Oh my gosh, Shliam, if I can recommend a Let's Play of that game to watch Dark-Minded Siths, because it's hilarious, and that's the only way I've seen the game. I have seen the game before, but I don't remember enough about it. I've not played it myself for it to not be, like, completely new to me when I finally do play it myself, but... Dark-Minded Sith's playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are fantastic. I love those. I think I prefer Kazooie over Tooie. Heard it goes both ways. And we're back to math. The math department at my local college was so bad, and only 50% passed the class. That's so stupid. What is the point of that? We took the second exam, 2/3 of the class failed, and the professor said it was our fault for not asking her for help. Well, your professor was a loser and an idiot, so... Ugh, teachers suck sometimes. Did you get a correct copy of Kingdom Hearts 3? I did! I got the PAL version at first, which I returned, and then Odie had it, so I didn't even rebuy it. He just was like, you can just play my copy, whatever. So he has the right one. I barely passed it with 70%. That's insane! Too much. Ooh, lurking to go work on Duolingo! Kaboomek, good luck on your Duolingo. To be fair, chat told you not to start a boo-boo easy mode. I don't blame the chat, though, because I no. I know that, like, everybody was just saying, like, don't go easy mode, but I feel like in my heart I knew I should have gone easy mode, because I usually do with stuff like that just because it's more fun for me, because I'm not so, like, serious. Like, on Yoshi's Woolly World, I definitely played with the easy mode, like, with the wings on, because it just looked cuter. I was like, come on, Yoshi has, like, these angel wings, I can't pass that up. And then I never turned it off. I was like, whatever, it's easier. And then I don't have to get insanely frustrated. I don't know. I don't have anything to prove, so I'm just like, whatever. I'll go boo-boo baby mode.
Whatever.
I went, whatever. Yeah, I did. I pulled a daisy. Why did they make her not say that anymore? That's so disappointing. They give her one good line in 10 years and they take it away. I'm serious. Anyway.
Sorry, that was funny.
I'm on Erica's gym in Celadon City, and her Vileplume is causing me trouble! Sounds about like my experience, Matina. What the heck, Pixie? Do not text me. Boo! How could you? How could you be? I had the same experience, was hoping to discover Banjo-Kazooie 2, instead I just couldn't get into it at all. Well, that's lame. I feel like I will get into it. Time will tell, but... I mean, I love T. I love T too. Actually, I know this isn't what you were going for, but T is my favorite character in Puyo Puyo Tetris. T, I want to do a cosplay of him, but I look really bad with short, light hair, so... Like that short, like pixie short? No, I can't do it. I can't pull it off. My face is too long. Also, The Rock, welcome! I'm doing well today. We're just working on a Starry You plush. And I think I'm going to do this a little bit differently than what I did for Starmie. For Starmie, I sewed both halves together, stuffed it, and then I added the front applique piece. I think I'm going to add the applique piece first to that star that I finished. Or no, I think I'll have to add it to this star, actually. because this will by default be the front, but that way it'll just be easier to add on. Okay. 4, 5, and 6. We're on third point. The third point, ladies. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not the first time I've made Star You, and I definitely used a granny star last time, like a granny square star crochet pattern, and then I just like sewed up the holes, but I didn't have to do a lot of sewing afterwards, so I'm like, I'm gonna do a different pattern for this. Granny star probably would work up a lot faster, and that's what I did for Crochet Go, because I was just giving them away, it didn't matter. And then I did sell them, but like by that point it was like I was able to put a smaller price tag on it because of that, and so that's also a good thing, to have it fit more people's budgets. But this one I want to be a little bit nicer. Like, not that it wasn't nice, but I want it to be a little bit more stitched out, I guess. That makes sense? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Bobby Gamer, how could we forget? But yeah. Whoa, Master Starman, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm like not... Hold on. Let me go back, because I'm missing stuff. You love the channel, you were watching the game, just wasn't for you. That's understandable, though. How about I don't play Undertale, Narasonic? I've been there, done that, never again. Also, Master Starman, yes, I did. I got lowlights put into my hair, so it looks a little bit darker now, and I got 10 inches cut off, so it's so much healthier. Feels so much better. It's the first time I've gotten it cut in 5 years. But thank you. Probably my favorite Pokemon in Misty's team is her Gyarados. Gyarados? Why did I say it like that? Sorry. I am... we should still do Flamethrower. I'm only doing like season 1 Misty. So like, we're not that deep, but you know. I said I wasn't gonna make Horsey, but then everybody got mad at me, so I guess I need to make Horsey.
Did you show off the thing you made?
What?
Before stream?
Of Starmie? Yeah. Yeah, I have Starmie right here. Starmie's like ready to go. Oh, well, you know what I never did show off though? I never showed off that placemat I made. Here's the placemat I made. It looks a lot better lying flat because you can't see all the holes through it, but I made this sunflower placemat because sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers, and then I made this coaster to go with it. This is actually a pattern by Jada in Stitches on YouTube, so if you want to crochet it, check out Jada in Stitches. It's like they're like her 2 newest patterns she came out with, and I was like, oh my god, that would look so perfect on my table! So, here, let me try and get the... There it is. Woohoo! So, they're all my Pokemon tins, but yeah. So, it's a little bit blinding from the sun, but yeah, they turned out super cute. I was like, I need to make some placemats for this. Togepi is technically season 1. I just wasn't including non-water types for this first bit. So, yeah, Horsey, Goldeen, Staryu, Starmie, and Psyduck is what I'm going with, Master Starman. Togepi comes later, so I'm like, oh, whatever. My cousin would love that. She's obsessed with sunflowers. I told Odie, I was like, I want my whole birthday this year to be sunflower themed, because it's like, they're so pretty. They're my favorite color. They're like... notably like a summer and fall flower, so like favorite season, but also birthday season and spooky season. Like, they just cover all the bases. Like, I love sunflowers so much, and I've crocheted a lot of sunflower stuff. Like, I crocheted a whole tote bag last year that actually ended up storing it with some of my other stuff on accident right now, or else I'd probably be using it. But I love sunflower stuff so much. Anyway, actually, Phantom, both kitties have tried to claim that placemat as their own already. Like, Jilly was loafed on it earlier, but she was getting in trouble, so she got down, and then Kit investigated it. I don't know that she laid on it, but Jilly definitely, like, loafed right on it. Like, oh wow, this is a nice spot for Jilla's. Anyway, remember that episode? This is... Okay, like, I love Misty, but she makes me so angry with how mean she is to Psyduck, because I love Psyduck, and she's just like... She takes him for granted, but the episode where she's like, oh my god, what's that? And it's a Golduck, and she's like, oh, it's so cute! And I'm like, in what world is Golduck cuter than Psyduck? You've got this fat, round, cute duck, and then you've got this leggy-looking alien thing that's, like, got a beak. No, I'm sorry, that's not cuter. It's just not. It's not allowed. I can't. And, like, Golduck's great. It's fine. But it's no Psyduck, that's for sure. I'm just like, Sorry, you have bad taste, Misty. You suck. I really do love Misty, though. Although, let's be real, my favorite human character in the Pokemon universe forever and always will be James. Always. He's just the best. He's hilarious. And so dumb. All the, like, James-centric episodes are always my favorite and always the best. Pikachu! Thank you, Cass. Pikachu! It's definitely not the right voice for that, but whatever. Now, come on. I need you to work with me here, Yarn. We're almost done with the star points. Cool beans. Sorry, I feel like I didn't aim this down enough when I moved my camera. James is an icon. He is. I love James too. He's my favorite. I know that Pokemon Center in Japan had a Jessie and James like chibi plush combo years ago, and I wish they would have released it on like the Pokemon Center like North American website, because I would have gotten it in a heartbeat, but oh well. But yeah, James is just a good boy. I know he's a rocket, but he treats his Pokemon so well. I love that all of Team Rocket's Pokemon knows that their owners suck, though. They're kind of just like, yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a paper clip. This is a good little hack, by the way. If you ever have, like, a loose piece like this that you need to tie off somehow so it doesn't unravel, a paper clip will do the trick. So I'm going to do that so I can work on this. Adding that like applique part to the front before I stitch these guys together, because they will ultimately be together and stuffed to make the full like amigurumi plushie. So now I need to crochet the middle section, and I have this much yarn left, so I have more than I thought I did, which is good. I have the perfect amount to finish it, and I'm gonna go ahead and start that little gemstone moment that's in the center of Star U, and it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna start with a magic circle of 6 stitches yet again, and then I'm going to increase to 12. So first round will be 6 stitches. This yarn is so fluffy, it feels so good. The cornmeal yarn was a little bit coarser, so this one feels really nice. Nice touch. Okay, I'm going to increase to 12 now. 1, 2, I'm just doing 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around back to the beginning for a total of 12. And I'm just working the tail underneath as well so that it's just part of it. I don't have to sew it in later or anything. I try to eliminate sewing and weaving in as much as possible. Okay, so there's the little round piece. Looks very light on here. It's actually a hot pink though, I promise. So now Yes, I'm gonna add, I'm gonna switch over to the, yes, I'm gonna switch over to yellow now. Sorry. I had to think for a second. I was like, is this the same way I did this on the last one? Switch over to yellow. Just gonna look very white on here because the lighting has changed a little bit. Okay, cool. Thank you, Yarn, for not working with me at all. Awesome. Okay. There we go. And now... Okay, so then from there, I'm going to increase to 18 stitches. I'm going from 6 to 18 stitches using my yellow. So I'm just increasing every other stitch, or I'm doing it wrong, whoops. Yes, I'm increasing every other stitch. Cut my pink because we don't need pink anymore. We needed very little pink for this. Anyway, Misty and James were my faves before I'd even known anything about Pokemon beyond Smash Bros. They're just so good. I love earlier seasons of Pokemon where James would always sass Jessie. I just love how, why is he always the girl? Like whenever it shows them as like bride and groom or something, James will be the bride. And that's like the funniest thing to me. I love that. Oh my god, so funny. Yes, Brock and James voice actors also in Yu-Gi-Oh! I knew that. I feel like the gems on Misty, Star You, and Star Me got broken in a lot of animes. Yeah, what the heck? How do you fix something like that? That seems so painful if that's like part of your body. I don't know, it's kind of scary to think about, but... Alright, let me finish increasing this. Also, Oregon77, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping on in. And then they were so wait, what? You're talking about Pixie. Oh man. Okay, let's see. I am like not counting this at all, which is a problem because I'm gonna need to have counted it correctly when I get back to the beginning. All right, here we go. So what I'm gonna do now is, there we go. We have all the way around yellow. Now I'm gonna make these little straight pieces, and I'm gonna make 6 of these, and it's pretty easy to do. I'm gonna chain 4, and then I'm gonna just single crochet in the second chain from my hook, and in each chain all the way down to the base, slip stitch, and there I have my little point. Oops, sorry. I have my little first point, and then I'm going to slip stitch over the top of the next 2 or 3 stitches really. So I'm going to slip stitch over the next 3 stitches and then chain up 4 again. So chain 4, single crochet in the second stitch from your hook, and the remaining 2 stitches, and then slip stitch into the same stitch your chain is coming out of. So the one that you've technically already slip stitched into, and then slip stitch across 3 more. 3, repeat the same thing, and we should end up with 6 points this way. Chain 4, single crochet down, starting with your second chain from hook all the way down. So you'll have 3 single crochets slip stitch into the base where your chain is coming out of, slip stitch across the next 3. We are halfway there. So you can see how it's coming together. So I had to do a multiple of 6 for this because there are 6 points, whereas with Starmie I had to do a multiple of 8 because 8 points. So it was kind of fun to do like a little bit of a variation on these. Anyway, Jessie and James are the ultimate lesbian gay man friendship. That is true. Also, Lynn Sable? Hopefully I said this right. I'm so sorry if I did not. Welcome to the chat. I probably said it wrong. As you do. Oh my god, some of these songs just like instantly bring up so many memories, and this is one of them for me. Alright, I'm on my 5th point out of 6. Just gonna keep it going here. We're almost done with this, and then we'll be ready to stitch it to Staryu's hot bod. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 chains, single crochet times 1. Whoops. She's wanting to flip. 2. I know I keep calling my Staryu and Starmie she's. I guess they're both girls for me. I've always just thought of them as girls. You know how you think of certain Pokemon as girls, certain Pokemon as boys? For me, these ones are like my ladies. Like, oh. I don't know. It's just something about them. Alright, now I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing this to the body. And let me get this hidden in here. Or flipped. Sorry, I'm trying to pull the tail to the other side. Okay, there we go. And there it is. Woohoo! So we have the little point that's going to go right in the center of... Sorry, there's nothing behind this, so it's looking weird. Wow, that's yellow. That doesn't help. There we go. Now we can kind of see it. That's going to go in the center of the bod. And then once this is stitched on, I'll be able to crochet both halves together and stuff it, so it'll be full. So look at how cute they're going to look together. They're going to be like the ultimate pair. I'm excited. Big excite. When you can see like a pattern coming together, it's always so exciting. Looks so good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No worries, I'm used to it. Oh no. How do you say it though? Feel free to tell me how to say it so I'm not like just saying it wrong for all eternity. Okay, let me see. What side do I want to be the top here? Is that? So I need to... trying to get this to... trying to get it to lay right the way I want it. Okay. So I'm just stitching this. Let's see if I can move this down just a... Why is this not wanting to work with me today? Okay, I'm going to move it down just a little bit. And I'm going to stitch to the opposite side. So this might take a little bit of time. I'm going to kind of try and use like larger stitches because it's going to be pretty hidden. I could also hot glue this if I really wanted to. But I'm not super worried about it. It won't take that long. It will not take that long, therefore I'm not worried about it. Okay, why am I doing this like this? There we go. Not really sure since English... Oh, English isn't your first... Okay, well that makes more sense. It's something like Linka Sable? Linka Sable, I want to say. Or Linka Sable, maybe. I'm probably saying it so wrong. I'm just gonna call you Link, if that's okay. Or Lynn? Link. Lynn. I'm gonna attempt. Oh my goodness. Sorry for my fail. Technically, I guess Star You and Star Me would be... Oh, would be they, since they don't have genders. Well, shoot. I guess I just... Really? They don't? I thought they did. And the same, some Pokemon just associate male or female. I guess I just think of them as female. I didn't realize they didn't have genders, though. I thought they did. I guess I just assigned them genders myself, and I was like, oh. Cass, are you serious? Oh my god! Thank you, Cass! Thank you so much! Thank you so much, Cass. Too kind.
Yes!
Here's the best Pokemon song.
Yes, here it
Sings
is. Thank
notes.
you so much. I grew up with the Pokemon soundtrack, like I actually owned it. My sister got it for her birthday the year it came out, and we listened to it non-stop. We would listen to it in the car, drive my mom crazy. She knows all the songs too. She's like, I can't believe the stuff you guys had me listen to. And I'm like, listen, Mom, those songs are fire. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Okay, this is kind of funky the way this is one delay, so... Okay, hold on. I think I messed this up a little bit. Like, I tried to go the wrong way, so I'm gonna have to correct the way I was putting this on here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around first, and then I'm gonna tack down the points, because if I try and tack down the points at the same time, it wants to get fiddly around the middle, and I don't want that, so let's try a different approach with this. Trying a different approach. Thank you so much, Cass. You are the best. Thank you for all the bits. You really are just going above and beyond. Hold on. Where are my pinkies? There they are. All the Madame Lol. Oh, they're genderless. I don't know how I never noticed this. Again, I guess just because I was so determined to assign them a gender myself, I just never noticed they didn't really have one. Which I guess they are starfish, so like, makes kind of a lot of sense. Okay, I'm going to just go around the base like this, because that's going to be easier. Yay, for learning how to be smart. Learning how to be smart, ladies. But anyway. I think in a way it's easier to add the applique on after the plush has been stuffed, but like, you have to work with stuffing being silly and poopy. This way I only have to work with me being silly and poopy. Man, it keeps wanting to do funky stuff though. Oh, probably because I'm going in like the wrong place. Sorry, I know I'm doing a lot of talking to myself because of how this is being finicky. Dun, dun, dun. I did add a little bit of stuffing to this middle part too. Thank you for the follow, Roblox. Welcome to the Queen's Castle. There we go. This is going a lot better now that I am not being silly about the way that I'm doing this. So I was really messing it up before. Roblox, welcome to the chat. Welcome on in. Need to head out for the day. Scott, man, have a great rest of your day too. Thanks so much for hanging out today. Appreciate it as always, and thank you for the bits and everything too. Always appreciated so much. Alright. Let me get back to the beginning of this, and then we can tack down the points. Alright. So now I want to say that this is better? I don't know. Still seems to have a little bit of a mind of its own. More than I would like. But it's not the worst, so it's okay. I guess. Staryu, why don't you work with me? Cool. Anyway, does anybody have any fun plans for this week? Anything exciting planned? We've got a couple of pretty full weeks here. Coming up with family, and our honeymoon is coming up, which we're very excited about, but there's just a lot going on. Okay, I'm gonna tie this off really quick. And I'm gonna start in a different section for the rest of these because I think that would be easier. And anyway. Well, thanks, The Rock. Thank you. I'm glad you like the haircut. Probably gonna go to the arcade and bowling. Oh, fun! What the heck? I want to go to the arcade and bowling. Alright, let's all go. Let's all go. That's what I'm saying. This is still wonkadoodle to me, but if I can do this. Okay, this is what I need to do. Sorry, I'm talking to myself too because the points are giving me a lot of fuss right now. I gotta show them who's boss. Which they are not listening to me very well so far, so... Okay, sorry, I asked questions and then I looked away. Okay, let's see. I'm planning on hanging out with friends this Friday. Fun! Going home to see my family this weekend. Always nice. Family's going out to dinner on Friday night. Your dad and grandpa are on a trip out of the country, so the rest of us are trying to do staycation. Oh, awesome! That's always a good idea, for sure. For sure. Gotta treat yourself, too. Yo, I enjoy a good staycation, though. Like, honestly, it's so nice to take advantage of what is around you, and so often we're like, where I live sucks, and it's like, I don't know, I think we just need to be a little bit more positive sometimes and make the most of where you are, you know? Like, I do that a lot. Like, a lot of people be like, living in Indiana sucks. Like, what is there to do there? What can you do? And it's like, you know what? You know, I can't help. I'm born here. This is just, like, where I live. Yeah, I can just, like, rag on it and be like, it's stupid, but, like, does that really make me feel good? No. So you gotta make the most of where you are. Anyway, Torterra Bite, welcome! Staryu, let's go! Welcome to the stream. Oh, Staryu, why you gotta battle me? Staryu is battling. I don't have a very good relationship with Staryu like I did with Starmie right away. She's not obeying my, commands. Probably because I called her she. She's like, I am a they. Thank you very much. Sorry. Oh my god, why am I still saying this? Okay, anyway. Poop, butt, stink. We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing as before where I'm gonna knot off right here. I actually have family coming in town this week. My sister and my nephew are coming into town, so that'll be fun. A little summer fun before the summer's over and before she's back in school. And it's always great to see my nephew too, because I saw him for his first birthday party, but it's a busy weekend, you know, there are a lot of people there for the same reason. You don't get so much one-on-one time, so like it'll be nice to have some one-on-one time coming up this week. Odie has several plans with his family as well, just like virtually, which is nice. So it's important to keep that up. And the state fair is going on right now. We're gonna try and go. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but if we do, I'll let you guys know if the Tomb of Doom is there and if we decided to waste more money and another 3 minutes of our lives going on it. But anyway, want to try and go swimming this week while pools are still open, because even though it's still summer and still hot out, like well into September, a lot of pools will close like after Labor Day because it's like considered like the start of fall in the, like, you know, just, I don't know why, we don't even go by that calendar for school here, like, except for maybe some colleges do, but most places do not go back to school after Labor Day here. They go back way earlier, so it's kind of silly. It's like, I don't know why. By the way, this is turning out much better now that I did this a different way. I don't know, but we're just trying to do a lot of summer stuff. We've got to pack for our honeymoon, which I have been planning my outfits and everything for like months, so really all I need to do is pull up the list. I even have all my clothes and stuff I'm gonna wear. They've been hanging in a separate part of my closet for like months now, because a lot of pieces I didn't want to wear until the honeymoon. I was like, no, I'm not wearing this until we go on our honeymoon. So that's been fun to get that ready to go. So we'll be doing some packing, some family stuff, you know, some summer stuff. It'll be fun, but your crochet work mainly focused on amigurumi? It is definitely. I mostly do amigurumi. However, I do love making accessories like hats and headbands. I make a lot of winter accessories. I make a lot of bags. I do enjoy making like backpacks and little like pouches and stuff. Like I love making like dice bags, gaming accessories. I like to make the kind of stuff that I would like to find when I go to like conventions and stuff like that. That's kind of my goal, is to make items that I would want to find myself at these places that, you know, you can't get anywhere else. So that's my goal with crocheting and sewing too, really, but I would say I crochet more merch than I sew anymore. Whoa, it's hopeless.
Wasting 3 minutes of your life? How could ye?
How could ye? How could you waste 3 minutes of your life on Tomb of Doom? It was 3 minutes is pushing it. It was literally 30 seconds. 30 seconds wasted. So dumb. It was so bad. But we absolutely made the most of it, and I'm so glad we filmed it. Anyway. I'll demand a refund. I'll go to the front and be like, listen guys, the whole reason I came to the state fair was for the Tomb of Doom, and you didn't deliver. Tomb of Doom needs to be the 2000-bit. Oh my god, yes! That's such a good idea, Kaboomek. Oh my gosh. I'll have to remember to do that, because that's actually a really, really funny and really perfect idea. I need some ideas for Halloween this year. I want to add some new stuff, because it's been a couple years now since I've added anything new. Because a couple years ago, like the 20th, the 10th anniversary, there was kind of like a... Was it the 10th anniversary? I don't know, but there was kind of a conundrum that went down before it that caused me not to do as much as I wanted to for it. And then I think the year after that it just snuck up on me, but... Which would have been last year. Last year it just kind of snuck up on me. And it's been crazy. So, I appreciate the ideas. Oh gosh, why is this chat like all the way up here? Sorry, my chat just stopped scrolling. Let's see. Tomb of Doom, never forget. Jaggercom, welcome to the stream. Haunted Mansion. Dancing scene in Mario Party Superstar sounds like a nice bit. That would be cute too. That is a cute idea as well. Now we need to get some new alerts this time around. I mean, they're fun because like we only see them once a year, so like it's not something that demands such a high changeover from year to year, because you know you see it for a day. I could probably use some more Christmas ones this year too, because those go on for longer. You know, that goes for like the whole season from like Thanksgiving to New Year's. And then it goes back to regular old normal stuff. We have all these fun holiday things right at the end. And speaking of fun stuff going on, by the way, you guys, SGM is this October 21st through the 23rd, so mark your calendars for the Stacked Game Marathon. It's a charity event. This year we're working once again with Stream for a Cause, raising money for them to provide a grant to Charity Gaming, which is an organization that delivers and provides children's hospitals with game consoles and game systems so that children fighting cancer, for example, have something to keep them occupied and get their mind off of things during their treatment. So it's a really nice organization and incentive to be raising money for. And her goal is $16,000 this year. You guys can find all the info at the SGM link tree that I've just linked in the chat. That will take you to the Twitch channel, YouTube channel if you want to watch videos to see what it's all about. And definitely check it out because it's a fantastic event, and that'll be this October before the Halloween stream. You guys, Staryu is almost there. Here, to hold it up against something dark. So we're gonna crochet both halves together now, and then I'm going to take a fun little break to stretch my legs and stuff, and I encourage you guys to do the same. Alright, here we go. So we're working I'm working through both sides of the star now, and I might have to yes, I might have to make this line up just right so it's not weird. Did I do this right? Oh, that's why. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to do... being more ambitious than this allows me to be. 2 and 3. Sorry, just getting this started takes a little bit of concentration because of how it all matches up kind of wonky at first. And I think we got it right. I hope we got it right. I hope I'm not like a stitch off, because see? Woo! She's growing a little bit, so she'll be a little bit larger than what she looks like now. So that'll be good. And then we'll have the team. We'll have the team of 2. Will MTV streaming Kelly Slater again? I'm not sure yet. I don't think anything's been finalized yet, and I think that she's thinking about it. I don't know if that's... I think for tradition's sake she should, but it's really up to her and what she wants to do at the event. But she might, though. Honestly, she might. Oh, how did this not measure out the same? Boop, boop. This is one of my favorite alerts at Halloween, is the one of Gengar standing in the rain that's supposed to be like Totoro. So good. I love that. All came here to hear me sing these hot Pokemon tunes. What I mean to say is nobody came here for that, but here we are. Alright, yes. Yes! Okay. Look at how good it's looking. It looks so much more fuller and so much fuller and more defined when you start adding in when you add the final stitch round that like puts both halves together. It just looks a lot better. Your mom is a mama. Okay. Sorry. Concentrating. Not speaking. I'm getting there though. I'm getting to the end of this. So she getting good. She getting good! Thank you so much, Joyful Ringer! What? After he big snubbed us. I know, he was too big for us. Freaking Kelly. He snubbed us for the whole year last year. Both events. Both events he was too good for us. I'm just like, you know what, Kelly? Unsubscribed, unsubbed, unfanned, unimpressed by your behavior. Okay. 1, 2. And now I'm to the point. I have just a little opening here. So I'm going to stuff our Staryu really quickly. And I meant to get my stuffing out and put it over here, but I didn't. So give me a second to grab it. Oh my gosh, Jagger Calm! Thank you so much! Thank you so much much for taking Riku's hand and donating to mine and Odie's honeymoon fund. Thank you so much. Was there a message with that she didn't read? Whenever I feel like a sweaty slob, there is one assurance that gives me peace of mind. Deodorant. Just one wipe under each armpit and I'm good to go for days. Heck, I don't even need to shower for one whole week. That's how good the shiz is. Okay, I'm gonna try and play it again.
Mia. Okie dokie.
Here's Queen.
Thank you so much for
I'm gonna see if
playing
she'll
my
read
game.
it this time.
Whenever I feel like a sweaty slob, there is one assurance that gives me peace of mind. Deodorant. Just one wipe under each armpit and I am good to go for days. Heck, I don't even need to shower for one whole week.
Oh my goodness. Jaggercom, thank you so much for the advertisement and for the donation. I appreciate it so very much, and I know Odie does too, as it is going to our honeymoon fund. But thank you so much. Always appreciated and always ridiculous, these ads. So funny. But thank you so much. I don't know if you're on those credits yet. I'll have to add your name. Add you to the big wedding credits. Okay, I'm glad that she did read it the second time, because she was very stingy the first time. It was like, I don't think I want to read that. Okay, I'm gonna try and stuff the center of this a little bit so that, Star U has a nice little pushed out moment. She's coming to life. And I know we established that they are theys, but I'm still gonna call her a... We'll just say mine decided she's a girl. We'll just say mine is like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be a queen today. We're all ladies here anyway, whatever. And I mean no disrespect by that. I mean it in the most honorable way possible, because it's always an honor to be a queen. As we just saw, Queen, the hamster, shooting out of a cannon. You know what I should do is a big Misty cosplay with my, my hot Misty team. I would love to do that. It'd be so much fun. I've never been a redhead, nor have I ever tried like a red wig or anything, so I don't know. I think I could pull it off though. Well, I guess I've worn an actual red wig, not like natural red. She's pretty orange red, so I don't know how natural it is, but I've been like a fire engine red before, because I did that for Flareon. I had just a legitimately red wig, not like red hair color wig, but red, the color red. Oh man, Odie. I do too, I'm so hungry. Alright, hold on. Hold the phone, you guys, we're almost there. Hold, don't hang up. Do not hang the phone up. I am almost there. Notice us, Surf Freak. Yeah, we're Surf Freak in all this. If Kelly Slater doesn't have the decency to notice us, maybe Surf Freak will. Ugh. Okay. Guys, are you ready for this star team to come to life? Because I am. Alright. Okay, let me find the top. There it is. Yes. Yes! We're ready! Woohoo! Star Me and Star You! We love it! There they are. Gotta love it. So, Star U is now complete. So we have both. We have the first... Oh my god, that's not even the right word. We have the basic, we have the first evolution, the only evolution, I think. Unless they added one down the road that I'm just like unaware of, but I don't think so. But yay, they look so good! I love how they turned out! Both of them! They look so good together, too. Like, you can tell that they're like a little set. So, gotta love those. Kind of like flowers. They are. They kind of like flowery vibes. But, yes, I love how these turned out. Super duper cute. So we have both the stars. I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a quick break, you guys, and then we for sure won't finish another one today because it's, you know, star patterns in general just take a little bit more time than like regular round crochet patterns. So we for sure won't finish another one, but we will get started on a second one, and I will be right back to do so. I'm gonna go ahead and put up another poll just to see if Goldine, has any redemption, and then that'll be the one I make next. So which next? Psyduck or Goldine? And that's the one we'll get started on. So poll's gonna run for a couple minutes. I should have, hold on, let me make it longer. Because I meant to make it longer than 2 minutes. Psyduck, Goldine. I'm gonna make it 5 minutes just to be safe. Alright, there we go. So even if I come back before then. But you guys, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a few minutes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey guys, it's MadameWario. Welcome back to the Strem de la Strem. I saw that Goldine is the big winner of the next Pokemon I'll be making in Misty's team. So I'm excited because Goldine was like no vote. She was like no vote Nancy in the last poll. So now she gets votes. We just made Staryu. I made Starmie last night, so they're a team together, which is so appropriate. So now we're going to switch this to be Goldine. Did you miss the star? Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. You may have missed it being made, Zabrag, but you definitely caught the end result here. But why does Staryu go yeah? I don't understand it. Like, that's like the most ridiculous noise. And then isn't Starmie like, yeah, or something way more lighthearted than this weird karate chop like that Staryu does? But they look so good together. I'm so happy with how they turned out. So we're gonna do Goldine next. Horsey, I'm waiting on because I don't know if I have the right color yarn, Mario Gamerable. That's why earlier I was like, we're not making Horsey, and then everybody was like really upset. But I'm like, sorry guys, I don't know if I have enough yarn in the right color. So yeah, but we're gonna make Goldine next. We're gonna make Psyduck. We're gonna make the whole team. However, I probably will not finish Goldine on stream because I probably won't be streaming much longer because I do need to get food here in a little bit. But there she is. Well, unsub, unfollow, unwatch. How could she? Thank you. Thank you so much, Sabrag. Thank you, The Rock. Thank you, guys. Okay, let me see. So she has these cute little lips. You know what they say, hands on hips, smiles on lips. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna move her up a little bit, and I think we're just gonna start with the white body. Maybe I'll make like a fin or something. That might be more exciting to watch than making just a bod. Oh, thank you, Odie. Thanks. Okay, so I have orange and white. Those are her like primary colors, and the fin should be kind of fun to make, honestly. So I need to start with orange. I've never made Goldine before. I've made a Staryu before, like in a different version. I like this one better. I've not made Starmie before. I've never made Goldine before, so it's fun to make Pokemon that I've never actually tried making before. Alright, so I'm gonna just start with a slip knot. Okay, and I'm gonna chain 5 and then single crochet. Actually, no, I'm gonna chain 6. And a single crochet across. So I chain 6. I'm turning and single crocheting once in the second chain from hook and in each of the remaining 4 chains for a total of 5 single crochets. And I'm saying this because I'm making this up as I go. So if anybody's watching later and is like, I want to make this, then this is how you do a fin. So, okay, there's that. Chain 1 and turn. Actually, let's chain 2 and turn. And do... I'm trying to figure out what kind of stitch I want to do. Okay, never mind. Chain 1 and turn. I'm going to do half double crochet to start. I'm going to get larger as we go, I think. So 1 half double in each stitch. Oh, it's fun to make fins. I'm usually making limbs and they're like super boring. So this is a lot more interesting. Okay, chain 1 and a single, or sorry, half double crochet across. So row 1, single crochet, row 2 and row 3 are both half double crochet. And I missed out a little bit. Okay. Now okay, I'm gonna actually add my white in now. Sorry, I'm going solely based off of this photo, so I'm kind of making stuff up as I go. God, why? Okay. Oh my god, orange. You are so dumb. Okay, so I've added in my white. I'm gonna chain 2 now. I'm gonna double crochet across both. I'm working my tails in too, so I don't have to add them in later. What am I doing? That is the wrong stitch. There we go. Cool, so now we have double crochet. You can see it's turning into a fin. I'm gonna cut my tails now from the previous row. So I just worked them in underneath so that I don't have, like, this tail I'm gonna use to sew onto the plush later. And actually, I probably could have crocheted this directly to the plush. I just wanted to start with this because I think it's more fun. Okay, let me... Now I think I'm gonna double crochet twice in the first, once in the second stitch, twice in the third stitch, once in the fourth stitch, and then twice more in that fifth stitch, so we start growing a little bit. So, see how her fin is getting larger? Okay. Keep that the same for a row, so chain 2, double crochet across. Yeah, fins are a lot easier because then you don't have to... You can make the stitches bigger, you don't have all this crap to add back in later. Like, and by crap, I mean like little threads that you have to weave in later. Like, I don't know. It's just easier. Okay, so there's that. I think we probably just need like 2 more rows. So I'm gonna double crochet twice in the first stitch. I'm gonna do the same thing as before. Twice in the first, third, fifth, and 7th stitch. So then she's all fancy. So that's probably pretty good. And now I'm gonna chain 1 and I'm gonna just single crochet twice in each stitch across, so that way it gets a little wavy. Not so flat across, because her fins are definitely not flat. So when I was making Pokemon for my wedding, it was a lot of fun to just kind of eyeball things and figure it out as I went, and then size it appropriately, like, as I kept going. There's that. And I think what I want to do is I'm trying to figure out how I want to make this, so I'll probably have this be like her tail maybe, so that she's more size appropriate with Star You and Star Me. So I gotta figure out how I want to do this now. I'm gonna chain down the side. Or not chain, single crochet down the side to finish it off a bit. Make it look a little wavy too. This is both the fun and the hard part about making up a pattern as you go, just with however you see it. Thanks, Narsonic! I can't wait to see how she turns out either. Okay, that's like a mid-tail. So I think what I need to do now is connect orange back on. And I'm gonna chain 4. Single crochet across 3. Okay, good. Now, crochet it to the base. Trying something kind of funky here just to see if it works. Shoot, I think I needed to go down further. Alright, hold on. Hold the phone here. Oh my god, no. 1. Ooh, 2. 3. There we go. I didn't go down far enough the first time, so it looked really strange and not right. Okay. Alright, so I've made like the center part of the tail. Now I need to make the little side fins, if you will. So I'm going to do it kind of the same way as I did the first part, except I'm directly connecting it to the tail as we go. Which probably doesn't make any sense yet, but it will. Bum, 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 bum. I'm also making the sides a little bit smaller. Still large, but not as large as like the main middle part. what I probably should have done is something different than this, now that I'm looking at it. I should have made it vertically. Oh, should I start over and do that? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what I want to do. Okay. You know what? I think I might do that because I think a vertical tail is gonna work better. And I know you guys are like, what are you talking about? So because she has lines going up the center of her tail, I think it would be better to make like the tail from the center and then go out. So I'm gonna try and do that really quick. I know that this is like a lot because it's like, what are you doing? But okay, hold on. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I'm gonna have this be a little bit different than what I was expecting. I'm gonna go from the center of the tail, the orange on the center of her tail, and work out. 3. I chained 8. I'm gonna single crochet down 7 chains, starting with the second from my hook. And then I'm gonna go back up the other way. Crochet is so ridiculous to figure out, but once you get it, it's very satisfying. With patterns, I mean. Okay, I'm chaining 1 at the end, and I'm going right back up the other side of the chain that I just made. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have a total of, let's see. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, including that chain 1. Yeah, this will work better because then it's gonna be vertical. See my bread on the couch? That's my new bread plush Toasty. Super cute. I love it. My emotional support bread. Alright, I'm gonna half double crochet around. And I'm of course gonna run out of yarn because I'm doing something different than I did before, so I'm gonna have to work that in. Oh, whoops. Okay. It'll be fine though. When I get to the middle, I'm going to crochet hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to crochet 3 half double crochets into this middle little space. And I'm gonna trim these tails from where I had to add more orange yarn. Whoops. Okay. And I'm going back down the other way. Half double crochet. So now I should have a total of 18 for the tail. And that's the microwave. Whoa! 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, no, you're good. Hold on. how do I only have 17? Actually, that's good. No, 17 is what we want because then we have an uneven number and that's what we need. So, I'm gonna do one. Actually, this probably will be good. So I think I do need to switch to white now. If I can find where the heck the... There we go. The end of my white is. Yeah, I need to switch to white. And I'm gonna stick with half double crochet for this because it's a little bit, you know, it's not so loose. It's a little bit tighter. I think that's gonna look better than if we do like a really loose stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 half double crochets in the white. That'll bring us to the center stitch at the top. So what I'm gonna do now is actually I'm going to half double crochet back into the same stitch I am. So in stitch number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm gonna add one more stitch. So 2 half double crochets in stitch number 8, 3 half double crochets in stitch number 9, and in stitch number 10, 2 half double crochets. And then I'll half double crochet all the way down the other way. And now she getting full, which is exactly what we want. Dang it! So I want my yarn to work. Anyway. Cool beans. Alright, so see how this is going up the center now and it looks a lot more like her tail? So I'm going to probably cinch in the bottom at the end, but we're still adding to the fin. And I'll probably just do this for each of the 3 like parts of the fin at the end. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. So I'm going to half double crochet up to the next, where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just one half double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Then in the 7th stitch I'll do 2 half double crochets, 3 half double crochets in the stitch after that, 4 half double crochets in the stitch after that. So it's gonna get real crowded here. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, real crowded. So that way it's gonna start doing this wavy bit. Okay, then we have 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 in the next stitch. So we have 2, 3, 4, 2 in the next stitch, 1, 2, or sorry, 3 in the next stitch. I said 2, but I need 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry. Now 2 in the next stitch. And then we're ready to go 1 all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now you can see how it's waving up here. Now we're gonna add all the way around so that it's really wavy on this last part of this fin. So we're gonna chain 1 and turn. Just do 1 at the start, then we'll do 2 in each half double crochet around. So we're just adding 2 in each around. This will make it nice and wavy. So our tail's gonna be nice and big. As you can see, it's like waving all over now. This will look really cool pinched together. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is kind of like the stitch technique you use if you're making like bath loofahs or something like that. It's just like a bunch of stitches that are kind of curving in on each other to give it like a really wavy look. Which is how these pretty fish fins are. And since Goldine's like all about, whoa, hello, all about the tail, it just makes the most sense for her. Dang it, why is this all knotted? My yarn decided to be like, oh wait, I want to be complicated. Don't know how this happened. Why are you there? Okay, sorry, like molded itself. So yeah, it's getting real wavy up in here. It's getting real wavy. Dude, see how much better this looks vertical? Like, why did I try and go horizontal at first? Like, her tail just looks so much fuller and more like a fish tail this way. We're getting there too. We just have a lot of stitches to work through still. I do like the way it's looking. If it's too much, then well, we won't know until the end, but we'll see. But yeah, since the tail is the most vibrant part of her, we want it to be very pronounced because she's like, that's like the main part that shows. Goldeen was one of those weird Pokemon for me where I got the Seeking card first. Like, Seeking was one of my very early Pokemon cards, and I always loved Seeking because of that. But I got Goldeen, and I always had the evolution backwards. I thought, because, you know, you can't tell the size as much on the cards, like, Seeking's a lot more detailed, but I don't know, I just thought she was smaller for some reason, and so I always was like, oh, Goldeen is the evolution of Seeking. Like, I always had it backwards. And then later, and you know, like, Misty has a Goldeen, so I was like, oh, she has to have the evolution, right? But then later I found out, I'm like, oh no, I've had it backwards literally the entire time. Like, Seeking evolves from Goldeen. How did I mess this up? I don't know. But yeah, that was one of those things that I was just like, well, crap. My world has changed. Alright, we're almost back to the beginning. We have one more stitch now. And so, because the bottom is very big, we don't want it to be that big, we're gonna have to cinch it together. So I'm gonna count over how many stitches I want to use to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we'll say 12. I'm gonna just single crochet 3. Whoa, don't do it. I'm gonna single crochet 4 stitches at the bottom together. Or my yarn's gonna mess up and not let me do that the way I wanted to. That's also really cool. Okay, let's try this again. 1. Oh, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 1, 2, 3. Hello, what am I doing? 3, 4, 2, 3. This is more than what I was saying it would be, but that's okay because I'm just eyeballing and it's not a huge deal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that I have combined these stitches together, you can see how it's like cinched in a little bit, so it gives more of this like rounded look, and that is like gonna be her tail, like the fin, main part of her tail. I'm going to just single crochet across this back, these back 4 stitches that I just made, just to give like a solid foundation for sewing, because I will have to sew this to her body. And I have to make it look nice. So anyway, this, whoops. Okay, so that's the foundation for her tail. She needs like 2 more fins like this, so I'm gonna have to do this 2 more times to get the fullness of her tail like we want. So she'll probably end up being a little bit larger than these guys, just by a little bit. I'm gonna try and keep her body pretty small, considering. And you know, I might redo, honestly, I might redo the cinching of this a little bit differently to make it look a little bit better on the bottom. But the top looks good. The top does look good, so. But I think with that, that's the start of Goldine's tail. I will be sure to finish her, post a picture of her. You know, I just wanted to show this kind of thing because we've seen a lot of like going in circles today, so I wanted to show like a little bit different technique. Goldine's an easy one to do that with, especially since you can get really fancy with the fins as you see here. So I think it looks really cool. It's gonna look great when it has like more fins to add to it and it's like a very full fishtail. So I'm gonna work on that off stream, but you guys, it's been fabulous. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my credits and get moving out of here because I am very hungry and I don't want to start eating Misty's Pokemon or something. So we're gonna do what we can here. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. We'll leave Goldine there so she can join in the credits here. But thank you so much to those of you who went a little bit extra today. I love you all. Thank you so much, especially though to Jaggercom for the donation, Casanova, Psycho Nacho Man, Scottman, Power to Mario, Rolly, and Kabumek for all the bits. You're too kind. Zabragburger, Odinspec, and PTM, thank you for being here as moderators. Thank you for the new follow, and Kabumek, Matina, and Lasagna, thank you so much for the resubs. I really appreciate that as well. Additionally, I want to shout out my Patreon family. As always, be sure to check out my Patreon if you want to learn more about what this is all about. But also, if you are part of my Patreon, be sure to vote in the weekly Mario Party poll, because I need you to decide which board I'll be playing for Mario Party 7 on Friday. You guys, I stream Monday, Tuesdays. There we go. Trying to get it up in the chat here. Whoosh. There we go. I stream Monday, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, Friday, Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And tomorrow I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm gonna decide, but Friday I'm gonna be doing Mario Party 7, and Saturday will probably be the last community stream, and it will be probably the last Friday Night Mario Party until after the honeymoon as well. So we're gonna end the GameCube era, move on to the Wii era after our honeymoon, mine and Odinspec's honeymoon, and then Saturday will probably be like a community Fall Guys night or something, because I've been having a blast with that, and it's been a few weeks now. So it'll probably be Fall Guys, but I'll let you guys know on Twitter and Discord, as always. So check out my Linktree that has all my social media. If you like the art that I make, please check out my Etsy store. I have many, many crocheted items available for sale, including several Pokemon items. So be sure to check it out. I love you all. Thank you so much for being active in chat, lurking, watching. All is very well appreciated. I'm going to just go ahead and sign off because I am very hungry. So take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. I might bust out Hey You Pikachu and try that out tomorrow. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So if you want kind of an N64 fun trial day, that might be what I do. So love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye!